Here's Burrow to throw right away. Open man is Higgins.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. The Bengals at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first two games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. To start winning some games.
Here we go, here we go.
On second down, here's Mixon. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here we go.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on third down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be fourth down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At their own 13. To the air on first down with Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. No gain on the screen there and second down. Think about this strong safety position. And they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes. Just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the lineman is just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly. Got in there and made the play.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Offense trying to get a little slick there and sneak the back out of the backfield and turn him into the primary deep receiver. But it's good coverage defensively, and they were able to break it up.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw, Pickett. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
Pickett now on 1st down. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off play action, Pickett. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. Touchdown! Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you. If you just...
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Pickett. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
And the Steelers first down. Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. He sets to fire deep. This is intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. These 2 teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. And they run with Harris off the option. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Presley Harvin now. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards to pick up there. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
11.
From midfield now, Burrow. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And it's 17-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Pickett to throw on first down. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Pickett back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. 7th play in the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Pickett. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. He's got a man, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Burrow will throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. A disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, and maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because maybe it's a spot foul. It'll be 1st and goal that happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that kind of a little bit of hesitancy. Often works really well for offensive guys.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. From the 10. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Pickett. Throw left side, got to be taken in by Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Pickett. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. He's got this to Pickens. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. 14 yards that time for number 14. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Trucks him, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. He's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Our defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and
now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back to Mixon on first down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the third quarter's not been a whole lot of fun for him. A couple of interceptions thrown. He seems to be a different man here in the second half.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in their second half blowout material. They hand this off to Harris. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them with no gain.
From the gun, here's Pickett. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And the Steelers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6, but they'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
On 1, ready?
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Gibson here running out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Here we go.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Burrow on play action. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Down to the 42, second down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point now by Boswell. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Steelers 48, Bengals 21. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
4 yards on the pickup.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 41, Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter, and this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. He's got a man, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 39 yards there, a big one. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Back to throw, Pickett. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Moody. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking.